to another Form Titan one-on-one video on how to configure date fields so users can only select date value in the past. This is really handy. You can add a validation rule on your date field so users can only add date value that is in the past. One scenario that comes in my head is a birthday or date of birth field. You can only select date in the past. So if user by mistake chooses a date in the future, we will put a validation rule to say you can't do that. It must be in the past, not in the future. So very handy. You may have a similar sort of validation rule set up in Salesforce, but we'll show you how to set this up in Form Titan using a bit of JavaScript. Right, so let's get started. First we're going to do is get our little date field. Let's make it a tad bigger. And then what we'll do is we'll grab a button. And there we go. And we'll say a button is going to be a submit button. Okay, so right now I can do whatever I want, add my date in the past, future, you have it. Now all I want to do is configure the date field so users can only select date value in the past. To do this, click your date field and then click set value rules, and this is under so once you click your field, this should be under value rule, element setting value rule. Notice we've got field number here. The field number is 73. You must keep that in mind what the number is because you are going to need it. So again, click the field, click value rule, set value rules, and then valid if, choose operator, and that needs to be custom. Click configure, and here I've got a formula. Don't worry, I will paste this formula in our description so you can just copy and paste into the custom rule here. Paste that formula and then just change the FLD value to 73. That's where, as I said earlier, you must remember what the field number is, and in our case it's FLD 73. So once you've done that, let's add a message. You cannot add a date in the future. Please select. Actually, that should be fine. You cannot add a date in the future. Okay, that's great. So we'll say you cannot add a date in the future as our message if not valid. So we'll click apply. Click apply again. Save. Let's go ahead and preview. So what I'm going to do is add a, first of all, I'll add a date in the future. There we go. Look, here it comes. You cannot add a date in the future. Click submit. Once again, you cannot add a date in the future. So it won't let me do it. Now let's go back in the past. And there you go. It said that's fine. It's accepted that. And if I submit it, it will go ahead and submit the form. However, if I now select a date in the future, it says nope, no, can't do. And that's how you do it. That's how you use JavaScript to add a validation rule on your date field in case you want to configure your date so the value in there can only be in the past but not in the future. Thank you for watching this video.